Definitely slow down. Run with him and hope.
Yo. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. All right. Y'all saw the title. We're getting ready to get into this reaction video for Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker. All right. They are fighting December 23rd. All right. My man Joseph Parker fought last Mr. Joe Joyce. All right. Joe Joyce stopped him in the 11th round. All right. Joseph Parker is 33-3. All right, with 23 knockouts. All right. Everybody knows Deontay Wilder, Mr. Knockout King. He's 43-2. Both his losses came by knockout by Tyson Fury. And his last fight was a round. You know what I mean? It was a half of a round. So he had a layoff. He had about a year layoff. So I'm interested to see this dynamic. This is a pretty good fight between Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder to set up a fight with Anthony Joshua. All right, so I saw this video and I thought maybe let's go, Var. Let's do a little reaction to it. You know what I mean? Let's see what my man got to say, man. Let's see what my man got to say. Let's see something, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification so whenever I'm here, you are here with me. Please, I would appreciate it.
Today with two former world champions, Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder. First of all, guys, massive respect for both of you for
Carl
taking this fight
Frampton.
at such short notice on a really, really big card. But who out of the two of you guys, who's taking the biggest risk in this fight?
I think it's me. I'm taking the biggest risk because they're kind of looking past Parker, but I'm not. Me and Joshua is the biggest fight, I think, in comeback sport, period. You know, when people talk to me, the main thing they talk about is me and him all the time. And, you know, and it applies pressure because the world want to see.
Listen, Deontay.
That's interesting because I was thinking the same thing. I mean, no matter how many fights Deontay Wilder has, him fighting Anthony Joshua has always been that fight that everybody wanted to see. For whatever reason, I think it is because it's like the clash of the titans. They did a good marketing job with Anthony Joshua, and you know how they market his build, you know, and his Olympic pedigree, you know, and then it's more so like the private school kid and the gangbanger kind of promotion. You know, the gangbanger or the street kid being Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua being the prep school or private school kid or whatever. But two big fighters, knockout artists, two black fighters. All right, don't forget that. Those two are both going head up against each other, two knockout artists. So that's always been it. That's always been the fight, like a fantasy fight. You know what I mean, for everybody.
He hasn't been in the ring for a while.
And people are looking. Let me let it play for a little bit.
Last fight was a year ago. Before that, it was a while before that as well. So I think coming into this fight, I've been busy and I've been active. And you know, ring rust. Is he going to bring ring rust, or is the training going to pay off? You know, he's got a good coach in Malik Scott. I'm sure he has a great team, but I think we're both. I mean, at this stage of my career, listen, I take the best fights and the biggest fights, and I don't shy away from challenges. And I feel that Deontay, a lot of people are wary of him and scared of the right hand that he possesses, but I'm all in and I'm all for it. And I love to challenge myself.
You mentioned the ring rust, and you've only had one competitive round of boxing in 2 years. That's something that
exactly.
you worry about at all going into this fight?
Not at all.
They seem like
when I look at that, I just think of.
It seems like they got so much respect for each other. I remember in one of the press conferences that they had over in Saudi Arabia, where they kind of showcased all of the fighters there, from the pre-fights, like the preliminary fights, leading all the way up into the pay-per-view fights. I mean, this pay-per-view is stacked. This night is gonna be stacked. They call it the Day of Reckoning. It's gonna be stacked. Bivol is on here. Big Baby Miller is on there. Otto Wallin, he's gonna be fighting Anthony Joshua. Otto Wallin had great fights. Everyone knows he's dangerous, and people don't even know who's gonna win out of that fight because people are always wondering like, yo, what Joshua is gonna come in and fight. You know what I mean? What Joshua is gonna be there? So that's gonna be a very interesting fight. They got the Danny Dubois versus Big Baby Miller. He calls himself the real Big Baby. I know the Big Baby Anderson. He was the first Big Baby I knew, but the card is stacked. The card is stacked. But when you saw in that press conference, Deontay Wilder and him, he had so much respect for Parker because he's a family man. You know, and as a man, like all you can do is respect someone like that. They going in there to risk our lives. I mean, that's how Deontay Wilder be saying, we going in here to risk our lives in the ring. You gotta respect the man that does that. You know what I mean? He's one of those jokers, man. But I like the way that they're respecting each other, but it's all war when they get into the ring. I know it.
I'm just reserved. I'm just fresh right now, and then just ready to go. Most of all, just excited. Although this is a short notice fight that we both have, but you know, I'm a world-class athlete. You know, this is nothing short of what I'm used to.
Well, I asked Deontay about ring rust. You've been really active, but have you had enough time to prepare for this fight coming off the back of your
Time to
last fight?
prepare.
Listen, the time that we have now is a great time. You can make a lot of improvement and changes in 3, 4, 5 weeks. My last fight, I had a good win, but coming into this fight, I am going to be a different fight altogether. Fitter, stronger, sharper, faster, all of that.
We all know you're a good friend of Tyson Fury.
That's gonna be tough.
Will he be helping you throughout this camp? Will he be giving
That's
you advice
right.
Going into this fight?
Tyson Fury has done a lot for me, and he's a great friend of mine, and we will sort of lean into him for some advice and some help and knowledge, as he's the one that's faced Deontay 3 times. So he's very aware of what Deontay does.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Tyson Fury is gonna be in the camp with him. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not gonna make any difference. The dimensions that Tyson Fury has and the dimensions that Joseph Parker has are completely different. I mean, as far as the movement and the style of fighting may be the same, but the weight difference, the range, the dimensions period. I mean, that's what gave Deontay Wilder big trouble. All right, that gave him big trouble. So regardless if he's in there, maybe Tyson Fury can let him know the weaknesses. But if he has to be able to capitalize on those weaknesses that Fury is telling him about, you know what I mean? That's the only thing. But yeah, that's interesting.
Good, probably bad, and what we have to look out for.
Yeah. Do you think with Tyson being such good friends with Joe, obviously he does have his own team in Ireland with Andy Lee and stuff, but the fact that he's good friends with Joe and the fact that he's fought you 3 times, do you think it gives Joe a little bit of not an advantage in the fight, but a bit of a help in the background?
I don't give advantage, but I think it's just give him some acknowledgement, about what he's about to face, what is about to go on. Every fight is different. Everybody got a different IQ, and everybody uses what works for them differently. So many things can be told and said, but at the end of the day, he has to deliver.
But I think Joseph Parker now is a better fighter than the Joseph Parker that was a world champion.
Hey, yo, man, Deontay Wilder just look like a killer, don't he? That dude, like, it's the certain people you look at and like, all right, man, I really don't want problems with you. Like, you're not the person I would want problems with. I just want to, if anything, I'll be cool with you. I mean, he's an intimidating looking dude, man, and to have come into the sport so late and been knocking out everybody he won against. Like, he put everybody on the campus, y'all. He's put everybody on the canvas, and Joseph Parker is standing right in front of him. It's just amazing to me, man. These guys are tough.
Ben, would you agree with that?
You know what? I think Malik said the same thing. You know what I mean? So, to hear that, that's why I'm smiling. So That's two agreeing.
Would you agree
One
with
more
that?
is a fact.
Would you agree, Joe?
You know, when I was a world champ, you go through your career, everything goes up and then everything goes down, and you're trying to find what works and find the team and change this and change that. But at the minute, I feel like a new man, and this is going to be the true challenge and test to show where I am in boxing, and you know where I see myself. You know, Deontay's in the way, and I know he's got a lot that he wants to do, being unified champion. But
So much respect. Look at
if
him.
my way, then that's what I want to do.
Look at the
So,
respect.
we'll see.
It's good to see. There's so much respect, and it's
See?
nice to see. I feel like your character has changed a little bit, Deontay. Have you always been this laid-back guy, and the kind of bullishness comes out around fights? Or
He's
did it
always
change?
been-
Is there a point where it changed?
He's-
Look, I am who I am. You know, I'm a person that go from 0 to 100. I don't
Yeah.
have a medium.
Facts.
I don't either. I like you or I don't. You know what I mean? Either I'm gonna talk
And-
to you, shake your hand, or I won't. You know, I'm an energy person as well. And when
Chakras, you know what I mean? Energy, rocks, Lord, God, you know what I mean? Most High. We are fighters. We are in the ring with each other and risking our lives. I'm bad. I just go on a little rant.
people say I've changed or they think I've changed, it's just that you didn't know me well enough.
Right.
You know, the perception of me that people get, they always put me in a bad light. They always put me as the villain, which you know, I'm just a tall, giant gentleman that can knock some heads off. And I always feel
Straight
you
like
gotta
that.
have confidence in yourself. You know, and people automatically want to put, when you say certain things, oh, he's cocky, he's arrogant, or whatever. No, because in this business, what I'm in, well, we risk our lives.
Ah!
literally.
That's his signature.
How do you have
We
to be
risk
that way?
our
You know
lives.
what I mean? Yeah. It's just like somebody asked Mike, you know, what do you think about Wilder saying he gonna knock you out? Like, that's what he's supposed to say.
Right.
That's how I'm supposed to-
Right. Hey, yo, I hate that. Yo, like the fact that people don't like Deontay Wilder is crazy to me. As a fighter, you know, as a fan of boxing, if you don't like Wilder, to me, it's pure hate. Maybe because he's so confident and he's successful with with that right hand. That right hand is deadly. The fact that he's able to beat every fighter with the one hand, and all he has to do is connect one time. It's like how can this man do this amazing thing with such limited resources? And it brings up like insecurity in the people who are observing, and then you know it kind of rattles them a bit. So I'm like, I don't really like this dude. Why is he so confident with such limited resources? How does he know he's good? That's because this dude is good. Like he's a good fighter. This dude went into the Olympics as well. It's same thing with Joshua, but Joshua gets more has gotten more praise for the things that he's accomplished. But Wilder, on the other hand, the things he's accomplished is all just he's been fighting bums. He's it's all been luck. Tyson Fury's his daddy and all this other wild stuff, yo. Let me fast forward this real quick. I'm gonna post the link in the description box. Let's see how it ends. Let me see how this ends. I don't want to go through it all. I just want to give him. Let's see right here.
What you?
Like, do you get on with him? Is there a
I
respect
don't have no
there?
problem with him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's see if you think he's talking about like he's talking about Joshua.
If you're not feeling good on fight night, you get crucified. Like,
Right.
you know,
And
so
you're very close to Fury. You fought him 3 times. What's your relationship with Tyson Fury at the minute?
You know, we don't really have what type of what you.
Like, do you get on with him?
What do you? I mean, I don't need to. I kind of would have. Well, wait. What are you saying? Like, what are you saying? What do you mean relationship with him? Like, what am I supposed to be with this guy? That's funny. That's funny.
Is there a
I
respect
don't have no
there?
problem with him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't call him or nothing like that.
Right.
But I don't have no problem with him. I can be in the same room with him. I mean, even if you're considered
An enemy.
which he's not considered an enemy to me.
Right.
I'm just, you know, hypothetically speaking, if someone would be an enemy of mine, I'm the type of person that I'm gonna still shake your hand. How you doing? You know what I mean?
Keep your
I wanna
enemies
let you know
closer.
I see you and you see me.
Absolutely.
It's a time-
Because I think that's some of the realest stuff ever. I mean, if you're not patient, if you're not uh, level-headed, you know, sober-minded, and like if you're not patient, sober minded, and what's the word? Like medium temperature. You know what I mean? Then you don't have any self control. You're not mature. You understand what I mean? If you can't be around certain people just because you don't like them, you think you're just gonna boil up. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you. I wants to fight you. Like that, you gotta calm down. You're letting your emotions take over your actions. I mean, that's a sign of maturity from Deontay Wilder, man. That's a sign of maturity. Like you said, like I don't have to like you. Like if we're in the business setting, why would I mess up my bag? Why would I mess up that? Because I want to be angry with you, and what I'm gonna be angry with you for? We fought 3 times, Joker. I mean, I knocked you down. I knocked you. He knocked him out the first fight. I'm not even trying, but they didn't count him out or whatever. Cool. They also it's controversial. You guys who don't know, just go and look up the controversial fights throughout all three or whatever, then you guys will be able to see. But that's some good stuff right there from my man Deontay, man.
In place for all things. Outside of the ring is no time for to use these. They're registered.
Right.
You know, lethal weapons. But in the ring,
You shook my hand when we come in here. You're still my mate.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, good man. That's okay. What happens on the 23rd of December, and how do you win this fight?
You know, it's going to be a great fight. You got Deontay Wilder with the great team that you.
Yo, all right, that's it. That seems like a good it seemed like a good interview, man. It seemed like a good interview. I'm gonna have to check out the full one. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, or whatever, so you guys can go over there and check it out. I'm gonna go over there and check it out myself. It was just interesting. I don't want to go through the whole thing and just completely just mess up the whole. I want them to get their credit. BT Sports, like they're doing these good face offs. I want you guys to go ahead and support them on that. And kudos to the fighters who were able to get out of like their comfort zone with their promoters and head over to Saudi Arabia to make these big fights to set something up that's bigger. I mean, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder will probably be the biggest heavyweight fight in the past 10 years. Even bigger than Tyson Fury. Well, that's debatable, only because that whole race factor really helped shake up that whole situation there. The big white guy they call him the big white hope, and the big black guy is like that whole race thing coming. And we're not gonna sit here like it's not the elephant in the room. Let me go ahead and we're not gonna act like that wasn't the elephant in the room. The big black guy versus the big white guy, and who's gonna win and all this other stuff. Like that was that was it. So that was the end of my video, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the bell notification. I appreciate y'all for coming back. Let me know how I did. Let me know what you think about this fight too, and who you think gonna win. Who's gonna be like your favorite fighter on the card? Like I said, Bivol is on this card. This dude is on the pound for pound list. I mean, this fight, it's just gonna be a crazy weekend, man. Until next time, we out.